Welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle. This Yin class is to support you wherever you are on your menopause journey, whether that be in peri-menopause, menopause, or post-menopause. I myself am in post-menopause, and through my journey of this transition, found Yin Yoga, and Yin Yoga has been so beneficial for me along this journey, with it being a yoga practice that is really focused on just calming the nervous system, taking everything slow and being gentle with the body, but still leaving lots of room for flexibility and just getting into your body into deeper levels and ways. And it's also just a great way to de-stress and to bring balance to the hormones, which is what we need during this stage and transition of going through menopause. And just making that time for yourself to allow yourself to be soft and gentle. And, we don't always need to be in the um, exercise world of having to get our sweat on and it being hard and tough, though that's all great because we need that for strengthening and endurance. But going through menopause, I have found myself, and talking to a lot of other my girlfriends that are also going through it, is that the body is really requiring and needing so much more softness and just a way of loving your body up as it makes its way through this transition. So that is what I want to offer you today, this yin practice. Just remember to be gentle with yourself through every pose that we do, and allow yourself. I'm going to be using a blanket and some blocks. If you want to bring in more props, by all means, please do so. And create yourself a nice, beautiful little space. Maybe you bring a cup of tea in with you and just set the intention of this gets to be soft, gentle, and just some self-love and self-care for you at this moment, just honoring yourself and your body and what she's going through this journey. And remember also, my friend, that you are not alone. um, and in our culture right now, there are so many more support groups out there, and more information out there for us, and the younger generation that's making their way through it. um, so I find that to be so beautiful and helpful in so many ways. So just remembering that we are not alone through this, and all of the symptoms that are possible with menopause. We may not have all of the symptoms, but we definitely will have some of them, and your friends will have some of them, or your relatives, your mom, your sisters, and we just get to nurture each other as we go through this and help each other through this journey. So I hope this practice serves you in that way. I'm sending it out with lots of love. All right, our first pose is going to be an easy seated pose, and I'm going to start with sitting on a blanket. And just having one foot in front of the other. Just coming to a place of stillness here in your easy seated pose, also known as Sukhasana. Resting the hands on the knees. Finding a posture that feels comfortable, not super rigid, but that you feel like you have integrity with your posture, sitting up nice and tall, softening through the shoulders, closing the eyes, taking a cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up your whole body. Open mouth, exhale. and allowing yourself to begin to soften. Soften through the hands, the fingers, the arms, the belly, your jaw, your facial muscles. Taking another cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up the body. Open mouth, exhale. Bringing yourself present, tuning into your body. And taking a moment to just honor this beautiful body of yours. And again, wherever you are on your journey of menopause, just honoring that you are where you are. And thanking yourself right now for carving out this time for you, for your body, for your wellness, for your mindset. And then, if you're comfortable with saying, I love you to yourself, I invite you to do that. And in a soft vocal voice, so you can hear it outside of you. I love you. Maybe you add your name to it. I love you, Michelle. I honor you. And I am here with you along this journey. Let's take another cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up your body. Open mouth, exhale. Opening the eyes. Very nice. Let's switch the crossing of our legs. So whatever foot is in front, bring it to the back. And now coming into pranayama, a breath focused practice, which will be alternate nostril breathing, also known as Nadi Shodhana, which this is really great for bringing balance into both sides of the body, both sides of the brain, and hormonally bringing balance, and also just a great way of cleansing the body internally. So you're going to place your left hand on your knee, bringing your right hand up, and dropping your index and middle finger down. And you're going to bring your thumb to your right nostril, and we'll start off with inhaling through that left nostril for the count of 4. And then you're going to hold that breath, and then using either your ring finger or your pinky, you're going to close off that left nostril and then exhale out the right nostril for 4. And then you're going to inhale through the right nostril for 4. Holding, closing off that right nostril with the thumb, Exhaling out the left nostril for 4. Each time we exhale back out that left nostril, that's considered 1 round. So let's do that together. Inhale through the right nostril for 4. Excuse me, left nostril for 4. Closing the left nostril off. Exhaling out the right nostril for 4. Inhale through the right nostril for 4. Closing the right nostril off. Exhaling out the left nostril for 4. Inhaling here for 4. Closing it off. Exhaling out the right nostril for 4. Inhale here for 4. Closing that right nostril off. Exhaling out the left nostril for 4. And now taking a few more rounds on your own. Don't worry if you get confused. Just allow yourself to make your way through it. And what I really want you to focus on is when you take your inhalation, notice the cool air that you're breathing in. And when you take your exhalation, noticing the warmth of the air coming out from the body. So breathing in clean air. And exhaling anything stagnant or sticky or toxic out of the body. Taking one more round. When you finish that last round, bringing that right hand to the right knee, realigning your posture, softening through the shoulders, taking a full breath in through both nostrils. Notice the difference. And now taking an open mouth exhale. Returning to the natural flow of your breath. Taking a few moments here, just tuning in. Notice how the body's feeling. Taking one more breath. Opening the eyes. Beautiful, my friend. All right, we'll make our way off of our blankets. I'm going to turn to the long edge of my mat, or I should say short edge. And you're going to extend your right leg all the way out and then bring that left sole of the foot to that right inner thigh. Now you can use your blocks here if you'd like. We're going to make our way into a forward fold. So depending on the openness of your low back, the flexibility in the low back or the hamstrings, you may not be able to come all the way into a fold, which is perfectly fine. We're always just meeting the body where it's at. So the blocks are helpful because they bring the floor up to you. So maybe you bring the blocks at the highest level, resting your forearms here and letting the upper body just melt forward. Or you can always shift the height of your blocks. And this also just makes it more restorative. So playing around if you have your blocks, what feels good for you. Or if you don't have any blocks, again, that's perfectly fine. You can just rest the hands, palms of the hands to your mat and just giving the upper body to gravity. So just letting the upper body get heavier and heavier with a pool of gravity, not forcing anything here. And once you settle into your fold, let your head be heavy, dropping your chin in towards your chest. Doing your best to relax that right leg. Notice the quad or the kneecap if it wants to engage. Breathing in and out through the nose. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Being present here in your body. And taking one more breath here. Inhale through the nose. Fill up that whole left side, low back and hip. Take an open mouth exhale. And either walking the hands back closer to you or pressing the palms of your hands into your blocks to support bringing the upper body back up. We're going to take a pause here at the top. Let the shoulders soften, tuning in to the sensations of release that you feel. That may be through the hamstring or through that left side, low back, and hip. Taking a cleansing breath here, flushing out the body. Beautiful. Opening the eyes, coming into a neck stretch. Let's let the head fall over to the left. So left ear, left shoulder. And then you're going to bring your right hand over to the right side of your hip. And on the fingertips, just walk that hand away from the hip. So you feel a deeper stretch through the top of that right shoulder. And then the left hand, we're going to reach that up and over, bringing the fingers towards that right ear, and then gently lengthening the neck. So not pressing the head down. Think more of finding length, creating length and openness here in that right side. Relaxing your jaw. Taking one more breath here. Keep the head tilted. Bring that left palm to your left cheek, and then bring the head back up to center. Bring both hands back to their thighs, pausing here, letting all the tension in the neck go. Big breath in, big breath out. Opening the eyes. Nice. And then we'll shift to the other side. So extending your left leg out. Bringing that right foot in, sole of the foot to that inner thigh. Good. And either using your blocks or just hands to your mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walking yourself into your fold on this side. Allowing yourself to just feel into this side of the body. It may feel different, maybe a little tighter. Just coming to a place of presence as we observe the body, observe the mind, observe the breath. Softening here in the pose. Relaxing that left quad. Notice any other parts of your body that may be gripping or holding. Easing up on those areas. Taking one more breath here, cleansing breath. Inhaling through the nose, filling up that right side, low back and hip. Open mouth, exhale. Gently, mindfully bringing the upper body back up. Taking your time. Pausing at the top. Letting those shoulders relax. Again, tuning in to the sensation of release. cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose, fill up the body. Open mouth, cleansing exhale. Opening the eyes, coming into our neck stretch on the other side. So dropping right ear, right shoulder, and walking that left hand away from the left hip. And then reaching your right hand up and over to the left ear, creating length and openness through that left side of your neck. Breathing into the left side of your neck. Take an open mouth exhale. Keeping the head tilted, bring your right hand to your right cheek. Support the head, bringing it back up. Both hands to the thighs, pausing here. Cleansing breath. Opening the eyes. And now coming into butterfly pose. So I will turn to face you. Soles of the feet together. Options that you can do with your blocks here to make this pose a little more restorative. You can place the blocks underneath the knees or the thighs, or place one or two blocks in front of you as you come into a fold to support the head. I actually think I'm going to use some blocks today. Good. So finding where's comfortable for the legs. Take an inhale, lifting up out of your low back, and then walking yourself into a forward fold. Let the shoulders relax. Notice if they're kind of creeping up by your ears. Let them surrender and just ease up. Finding a place where your arms can be relaxed, a nice gentle bend in the elbow, ungripping any of the fingers or the hands. Settling into your pose. Breathing in and out through your nose. And if you're using any props, you may find after a few breaths that the upper body's gotten heavy and is maybe ready to go a little deeper into the fold. So you can just adjust your blocks so that you're able to come a little fuller and deeper into the pose.
Taking a cleansing breath, filling up your belly and back. Open mouth exhale. And bringing the palms of the hands to the floor, to your mat, slowly pressing yourself up. Removing your props if you're using any, bringing your hands to the outer knees, bring the knees up and extend the legs out. And let's just take a pause here while we wiggle the legs out. Letting the legs be at ease. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Opening the eyes. And now wide-legged forward fold, also known as straddle. So just widening your legs so it feels good for you. I am again going to bring in my block. Good. You can also sit on a blanket if you want to elevate your hips, which will help tilt the pelvic floor forward and just give you a little bit of a lift to come into your fold. So you may want to play around with that as well. All right, coming into our forward fold. Once you get settled into the position, take an inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, walking yourself into your fold. Softening through the shoulders, disengaging the legs. Bringing yourself present to this moment, into your body, into your breath. Taking nice, slow, deep breaths in and out through the nose. In a cleansing breath.
And making your way back up nice and easy. Pausing here at the top. Cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Fill up your whole body. Imagine you are sending the breath all the way through the lungs, through the diaphragm, through the belly, through the hips, all the way to the legs, to the toes. And letting it all come up and out. Open mouth, exhale. Opening the eyes. Very nice. We'll make our way onto our backs, but let's support those legs first, bringing the hands underneath the knees. Bring the legs in. Send the legs out. Give them a wiggle. Give them a shake. Good. And then making your way onto your back. Once you get here, just bring the knees into the chest. Take a few rocks side to side. Send the feet up towards the ceiling, holding onto the backs of your thighs. Point and flex through the feet. Rotate through the ankles. And then bending the knees, lowering your feet to your mat. And we're going to come into reclined tree pose, which is similar to what we did in our seated position. So you're going to send that right leg out. Bring your left foot as close to that inner right thigh as you can. And then you're going to let that left knee just fall out. And then the sole of the foot will be, again, up against that inner right thigh. Couple of positions you can do with the arms. You can rest the hands on the belly. You can bring the arms into cactus, or maybe reach the arms all the way back behind you. Finding what best suits you for your shoulders and chest. And then settling here into softness. Letting that right leg and foot completely relax. Letting that left foot and ankle and leg be at ease. Unclenching or ungripping through the glutes, through the hips. Allow the belly to be soft. Allow the back muscles to be relaxed and at ease through the shoulders, the arms. Checking in with the neck. If you find that the neck's a little strained in this position, if the chin is up really high, you can always place a blanket or a block underneath the head just to help elongate the neck, or tucking the chin in slightly towards the chest, letting your head be heavy to the earth. Relaxing all your facial muscles. Taking a cleansing breath. And then bringing that left knee up and hug that left knee in. So both hands clasping, interlacing the fingers and holding that left knee in, hug it in. And taking a full breath in here. And an open mouth exhale. And now, with that right hand on your left knee, we're going to guide that left leg all the way over to the right, coming into a supine twist. Doing your best to stack that left hip on top of the right hip. And then you can open up that left arm out to the side with the palm facing up. You may need to or want to use a block or blanket underneath that left arm if that shoulder's a little tight or the mobility is a little challenged here, just to give some support and modify the opening of the chest here. And then maybe it also looks or feels good to look over to the left or keep the head centered. And that right hand can remain resting on top of that left thigh without pressing or pulling that knee closer to the floor, just letting the weight of the hand be its guide. And releasing any clenching or gripping through the low back, glutes, or hips. And taking a cleansing breath, breathing into your belly, breathing into the ribs. Bringing that left arm back across. We're going to hug that left knee into the chest as we make your way onto your back. And then hug the right knee in as well, taking a few rocks side to side. And then lowering both of your feet back to your mat, extending that left leg all the way out. And bringing that right foot close into that left thigh. Let that right knee fall out, coming into your reclined tree pose here. Letting the legs soften and relax and rest. And finding your position for the arms here in this pose. Deepening your inhalation. Taking an open mouth exhalation. And bringing that right knee up and then hugging that right knee in. Both hands hugging that knee in. Then making your way into your twist over to the left. So left hand's going to guide that right knee, bringing it all the way over as far as can go. Doing your best again to stack that right hip over the left hip. And then opening out that right arm out to the side. Using whatever props you may need here. Deepening your breath, breathing into the belly and into the ribs. Open mouth, exhale. Bringing that right arm across, hugging that right knee in, rolling onto your back. Bring the left knee in, rocking side to side. And then giving yourself a big hug, a big squeeze here. Wrap the arms around the legs, squeezing the knees, the legs in. Take a big breath in through the nose, filling up your belly. Open mouth, exhale, letting all the muscles through the belly and the back relax. Let the arms melt away from the legs, falling gently to the floor, lowering your feet to your mat, extending the legs all the way out, coming into Savasana. Take the legs nice and wide, bring the feet to the corners of your mat, and let the feet fall out to the side. Let your arms relax, palms facing up, shoulders relax, necks relax. Giving your entire body system this time to surrender, to release, to rest, to cool down, and to come into harmony. Take a cleansing breath. Resting, relaxing even deeper. Taking one more breath here, cleansing breath. Wiggling the fingers, toes, or wrists, the ankles, Gently rocking your head side to side. Reaching the arms back behind you, bring the legs in together, point through the toes, reach through the fingers, inhale. And exhale, bending the knees, sliding the feet up, and then hugging the knees in. Rocking side to side. And rolling over to one side, and very slowly pressing yourself up. Coming to an easy seated pose. And let's bring the hands to the heart, stacking one over the other. Closing the eyes. Taking a cleansing breath. Coming to a place of honoring yourself. For taking this time for yourself today. For inviting in this self-care practice. For honoring yourself where you're at on your journey of menopause. And for loving yourself right where you are right now. Cleansing breath. Let's bring the palms of the hands together at the heart, bowing our heads, honoring one another for our journey that we are each on, going through menopause, honoring each other as women and sisters and our journeys, and remembering that we are not alone through this journey. And how beautiful is that? From my heart to yours, sending out so much love, so much light, and healing energy through your journey. Namaste. If this practice served you well, you can leave me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know where you're at on your journey of menopause. I'd love to hear from you and be in community with all of you out there. And just remember, you are not alone. And this is one little fraction of a community of help that is available to you out there. Namaste.